What is going on, you guys? Average Bob here. Pretty jacked up after Giants beat the Bears 2012. Today's video, we're going to dive into things. I'm going to do a little bit of a different approach as we're going to rewatch the highlights on YouTube through the Giants channel there and break down different various plays and talk about the game and impacts from what happened in this week versus the Bears and how that's going to impact the Packers coming up this weekend in London. Off. Justin Fields throughout this game was, when they were blitzing him, he was finding space and making plays with his legs. Definitely showed that really athletic ability of why they traded up for him over us. Or we traded with them and we traded back for Kadarius Toney and we could have taken Micah Parsons. So, pretty decent rush by Aziz. 1st and 10. Fields go for a first down here.
Ninth play of the opening Bears drive. Fields looks to throw. He's given time. He goes to the back corner of the end zone and incomplete.
All covered up downfield. No rush early on in the game. Maybe everyone was getting a little bit ready there. All right, Giants 2nd and 1. There's one of Saquon's 31 carries there. Let's just bring it back. Okay. Who is that? Is that maybe a tight end? Just got kind of burned across his face there. He's kind of turned around looking at Saquon. Saquon must be like, God damn it again. And then, who's that, right guard? Getting some push there. But look how blocked up that is right there. That's great. You got 2-on-2. Yeah. And the backer is out. So that just creates all that space. Guys going flying. And Saquon just, once you get him that little bit of space, he's gone. Kenny Galladay kind of runs a clear out route a little bit. What's that? Is that Neal? Neal is dead. Kenny Galladay blocking a little bit there, even though he can't do anything else, but that's fine. Okay, here's another run, 2nd and 4. 4-man front, 3 right there, 7 in the box. Andrew Thomas kind of got beat across the face there, but Andrew Thomas is the #1 ranked Pro Football Focus player, offensive tackle right now, so absolutely love that. This was what was open and crushed the Bears the entire game, and this is where the Giants have had success all year. How do I go? Yeah, there we go, 5 seconds. Loading up in the box is that I think we have 2 tight ends down here in the bottom of the screen. So thinking run, right? How many guys I got here? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But 8 in the box. So here we go. And then they actually have to have him up because they have the edge playing this guy, and then this cornerback's playing this guy right here, this tight end. So it's this is where the Giants have had. Oh, Andrew Thomas playing there. I love that. We'll set that up. And it gets all these 3 linebackers are all biting up to the right hash. And it looks like Saquon, if this was a run play, would just take it there. Number 6 has to play the tight end, as that was the guy who was covering. That the end's covering that tight end. And then all of a sudden, look, that guy in the coverage, number 6, had to run with this guy downfield, with the tight end downfield. Boom, he's got to cover him. And then boom. No one there at all to stop Daniel Jones. And he could take off for a 20-something yard touchdown. Walks in untouched. This is these plays that the Giants have been running week in and week out, especially play action, that is just, it's their bread and butter. It's getting them so much success, and it all is really coming off Saquon being a threat. So they need to keep doing that. Obviously, you don't want your running back to run 31 times a game. Still early, 1 for 2, 18 yards. Let's see this. I think this is a good catch by Mooney. Yeah, good catch by Mooney over the top. Love McKinney actually being smart there. You see a lot of young guys, even though he's, it's a couple of years in the league now. But you do see a lot of young guys that might, especially after college. Well, he played at Alabama, so he's smart. But guys would just stop playing, right? Like, does the smart thing, just puts a hand on him. It's a little thing like that Wink Martindale probably has these guys doing. All right, 1st and 10 going in. And then the Bears come in with a little play action. Here is Aziz. Or no, I think this was Jihad Ward, actually, because I think I remember this. Makes a good tackle. Yeah, Jihad has been playing really well. And then he's all jacked up. No, Jihad has been playing pretty decent. McKinney coming in there off the edge, really getting there quickly. He must have must be a full wink blitz here off the edge because I don't really know who he would be covering unless maybe a tight end came this way, or he would probably go over the top. But okay, yeah, you can see this is kind of a handoff the entire time. So you got McKinney all over the field making plays. Absolutely love that. Jihad's jacked up again. And then Michael Badgley comes in. I think Badgley was filling in because their regular kicker was hurt. So okay, here we go again. Look at this one. All right, 4 yards deep in the backfield. Who's that? Glanowski? Holy shit. Okay. I mean, this is just going to show you why Saquon Barkley is... There's a couple plays throughout this game that show you why he's comeback player of the year and arguably one of the best players in the league right now. But let's just stop right here. Look, Glanowski, I don't know why I can't say his name right now, but he gets beat within a second off the ball. And this should be a tackle for a loss, 4 yards deep. And Saquon's just so fast. And then look at this immediately. I don't know what 91's doing here, but there is an immediate cutback lane. Let's see if Saquon hits it. There it is. And then does he go into one? Yeah, and then he's so good at finding space. Let's just look at this again because he does almost like a figure 8 here. So he goes around and then and he's making plays. 3rd and 9 here, second quarter. Little just delayed play action, and then a comeback route to Kenny Golladay, or an out route. At least, honestly, the thing with this, 3rd and 9, you know what the Giants haven't done? The Giants don't run routes to get first downs. And this time, at least they do. At least, yeah, you know, it's Kenny Golladay. He's having a horrific year, probably historically horrific. But again, you know, this is what I like more than years past, where we're running, 3 yards, or we're hitting this guy up here, and he's just getting tackled for like a 4-yard, deficit for the first down. But honestly, Dimes throws it a little over his head. Passing the ball just throughout this whole year is not our strong suit. Okay, so we end up punting, ball on the 20. Jihad Ward, yeah, had him kind of dead the rights there. And then, I mean, look at Wink. This guy McFadden was running all over the field. And honestly, I don't think he broke through too much. But what he did was something important. He was taking a blocker with him every single time. Maybe he's a little bit too blockable. But again, that would open up Tay Crowder and other guys to maybe delay blitz. That would Tay does a little bit here. Jihad should probably come back and make this play right there as he had him at the rights. But, this is what happened with Justin Fields a lot. 3rd and 6. He's kind of making plays himself. No one else on this Bears team really did much. So that's what you're seeing there. Cole Kmet, he was supposed to be a big fantasy option this year. Hasn't done all too much yet. Yeah, so I was talking before. Jalen Smith getting in there. Kind of just a delayed blitz where Smith goes first inside. Let's just look at that one again. Because Wink's getting creative now. He's having fun. He's sending guys all around. Smith comes first through the A-gap, and it looks like, Tay waits for him to get blocked by that guard, and then comes around. So let's see it. Yep, right off the bat. A little bit. Lets him go first. And then this, it looks like this, maybe the guard. The Bears fucked this up. Let's see why the Bears fucked this up. The Bears have 3 guys. Okay, this the end drops into coverage. The Bears have 3 guys to block 1. They should be shifting down here. You have the center blocking Jalen Smith. Then the running back either picks up Crowder, and then you have a guy for a guy here and a guy for a guy here. But for whatever reason, the Bears block 3 guys with Dexter Lawrence. Maybe he's so good that he commands that now, but just read in their protection. And, this is Wink making plays. He's sending guys all over the place like a bunch of crazy dogs, and that's what they need to do. Okay, third and 20. Giants already bringing heat massively on 3rd and 7. Looks like, you know, when the protection's coming here, you see immediately this wide receiver in the slot has his head turned, saying, this is a hot route. This is a hot read. You got to throw me the ball, even though it's 3rd and 20. Let's see what he does.
Pressure again.
And it's a screen, so Fields did kind of a good job setting that up. And then to Herbert. And I think he got this one. Yeah, of course. Textbook. 3rd and 20, and they get 22.
Right there on that screen pass.
1st down and 10. Fields again.
And then here we have very great pad level, getting below the left tackle, causes a strip sack, and Kayvon Thibodeau getting on the board there with a fumble recovery. This was a weird play watching live, right? Like, you can see everyone kind of stopped playing a little bit, right? Like, I don't know why 65 wasn't going for it, and everyone was kind of like, you know, they thought he was throwing it, but when you watch the replay, it was clearly like the ball was just going straight up in the air. Yeah, like, so I'm glad the refs didn't like blow that dead immediately, because that would have offset a nice turnover for the Giants team.
Recovered by the defense. From the 25.
1st and 10. Got Saquon run all over it. Let's just look at this right here. Bunch of tight ends up top. Guard and right tackle here. And I think this guy, number 4, he's just trying to fill that. Or that's the center there. And where gets there, if he's standing there, he probably makes this from the hole or just turn right inside. See what happens. He bites, and then this guy should also probably make the tackle. But this is Saquon just making plays by himself. Just, he's so back. This is amazing to watch. And then here you go again. So when Saquon gets those explosive 10, 15, 20-yard runs, this opens up this play action. Something that we haven't been successful with because we've been missing Saquon for the last few years. Here it is. Tight end gets, 15, 16 yards. If that's okay, screen way of the game, 9, your yard line going in. So here we go.
Jones will dump it off for Barkley, who gets away from Morrow, tries to make it a highlight, gets a block from Jones. 1st down, Saquon.
I mean,
16 yards.
Okay. So here we go. This is a design screen. It's some sort of design screen, but 99 kind of gets stuck up with Neal, and he can't really kneel. There's nothing really else Neal could do. He probably tried to force him, like, I don't know, inside or outside, but he goes inside and kind of just got to stay with him to make sure it doesn't really kill Jones. And then this guy he's got a breakdown. He's probably got ripped apart in film. 94. Wait, where is Robert Quinn going? Robert Quinn's like, I'm getting blocked. He's like, what the fuck, bro? You didn't make the tackle? And then 6 punt return. Jones blocking the lead blocker. Saquon it. Oh my God, what a great play. Making something and a lot more out of nothing. And then he comes back in and he takes one break because they showed it during the actual game. And he comes back in, and then he's an immediate decoy. The entire defense is saying, where's 26 going? They have the 2 tight ends up top. We've ran this play before, right? So, and then for whatever reason, I don't think the Bears ever adjusted this because they could just keep playing a man on the outside. And this is just leaving us wide open. Same play before, Thomas pulling again. And then it's just wide open. It was the same play as the touchdown before. They just had a man on a man, and then number 4 has to sprint his ass all the way back across the field once he realized that it's run. So that's great. Mike Kafka saw that, and kind of, more importantly, that he saw that, he knew how to set it up.
On 3rd down, Giants bring in
3rd and 6. Sexy Dexy coming in hot. I actually thought Fields kind of got hurt there, so it's like, I don't know. It was a little bit cringe when Sexy Dexy was celebrating because I kind of thought Fields might have been hurt, but I don't know if it's the NFL. Oh, my God. This is why you can't block this guy one-on-one. Hold on. Look at this power. Hands, beat him with the hands, and then just bull. That's a straight bull rush right into the quarterback's lap. And then the sexy Dexy right there. Let's go. The guy had a day. I think 2 sacks. Richie James, poor Richie James. I'm not Richie James. I'm not mad at you. Mainly because we won this game. But honestly, you know, for guys like that, I kind of give the benefit of the doubt. They weren't here. They get signed off a practice squad or cut by wherever he was before the 49ers or something. So they're putting him kind of right into the thick of things right off the bat. Starting offensive wide receiver, starting kick and punt returner. Like, I'll give that guy the benefit of the doubt, mainly because we won. All right, another 3rd and 10. And they get 12. What was it? Yeah, what's his name going inside? He's just trying to get a rush. And then you got Jalen Smith covering him. And Tay Crowder, you know what? Tay Crowder had a great game. He's had a great season so far. Outside of, you know, that first Titans game where him and the other guy were getting burned. But Tay Crowder is in every play defensive. I don't know how many tackles he had in this. He plays hard, and more importantly, he plays on a team that's starting to get injury riddled, and across the board. So love Tay Crowder actually playing pretty well. Who didn't bite on the fake at all. 93, and then you got flying upfield, and 1st and 10. So this is how they start the second half here. 3rd and 9. All day to throw. So I think the Robinson had gotten hurt. And then you had a backup safety come in. So the Giants are looking at Landon Collins this week. So I'm not against bringing him back. And then, yeah, I'm so happy for this guy. You know, even though, like, Cole Kmet kind of falls down here, Smith, you know, he was someone who played in his final college game when everyone else sits out. And there's a lot of money. He was projected to be a first-round pick. Tears his ACL, misses the entire next year. And the Cowboys actually took him in the second round of that draft where he sat out the whole year, almost like a redshirt year, if you may. But, you know, the Cowboys cut him, I think, last offseason. He played with the Giants for a little bit. But I'm just happy to see a guy like that who's actually could still play and make plays get out there. So,
just out of necessity. Jones.
Yeah, so here we have Breida in motion.
Out of necessity.
And then a lot of movement, right? You got one tight end coming back across the line. Breida's trying to pull this guy with him. And then you also have 91 having to play the option. This is a college play. This is like you see like Oklahoma do this shit. And then you get that tight end kind of as a pulling guard. I kind of love this. It's very college though. Let's get those guys going that way. Tight end pulling around. Kenny Galladay blocking down. And Galladay, he's $72 million blocker. 2-point game. Daniel Jones brings the Giants offense to a first down. Fast forward ahead. Daniel Jones letting it rip to Darius Slayton, who drops it. Whatever. You know, he had so much. He had so much success his first year, and then after that, it was like kind of all downhill. So I think he has another drop or something bad coming up, but whatever. Yep. So going to the well a little bit too often here, but a little bit different setup from the other play actions that we've ran. As you can see up here, we do have a tight end up here, and you know, there's 3 guys for these 3, and then linebacker over them. So let's see what happens. Yeah, Neal and the tight end both missed. So let's see. Let's break it down again. Neal and the tight end here both missed him. And oh wait, no, this is number 9. So yeah, number 9 was probably Number 9 probably had the green light to blitz once he saw the tight end in, and was like, "All right, they burned us twice for touchdowns on the play action. Just go upfield."
Barkley takes the fake,
And then next thing you know, you're second and 28 or something.
44-yarder.
Giants kick a field goal. Graham Gano, don't you know?
Giants show pressure. They're going to bring it. Fields has one-on-one. Dante Pettis couldn't haul it in. Coverage from Morrow.
We're going to throw, it was really far often where the Bears were converting passing on third down. So, that was Daniel Jones on. We'll see what happens. You have Taylor, seasoned NFL backup, has really had his shake of unfortunate injuries throughout his career. The last time he got injured, the medical doctor on the Chargers punctured his lung with a needle. Like, that person should be fired and lose their job. Like, I don't understand. Kind of ruining some guy's career. So he has a
Taylor keeps it. Tyrod Taylor's got
good run here, and I think he runs it back. Yeah. Oh my God, I can't believe this. He takes a shot at the field. Honestly, okay. At first, Giants actually taking a shot downfield. Like, this is crazy to see, like, a big shot besides the one Darius Slade play. But so far this season, we haven't seen deep shots. So I'm like, oh my God, Tyrod Taylor's coming in. He's immediately whipping it down. But number 4 makes an insane interception here. You got to give that guy credit where credit's due. I don't know. Do they not think Darius Slayton can do anything besides just run straight and just chuck it up to him? Like, where the hell else is he? So the Bears get the ball back in the fourth quarter. And then Tay Crowder. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 3. Wink Martindale bringing the blitz. This is what they were doing the entire game. You got McFadden coming in quickly through that. Try and goes right there. And then, so they're saying these two have these two. And they kind of adjusted from what happened earlier where they had all 3 guys on the D tackle, which they kind of are doing again. Maybe they didn't adjust. The center's got to work back. So then you have the running back pick up McFadden. And then that's just a clear lane for Tay Crowder. But you're seeing this center. Look, he's moving around. It's just way too late. And they should have made that adjustment earlier because they got lucky that he wasn't brought down on the 1. Wait, just going back to before that, and then after the one play before, Tyrod Taylor. Oh no, here it is. So Tyrod Taylor in his 3rd play, or whatever, runs it. I mean, this is what I was looking forward from seeing out of Tyrod Taylor when he played. Look, he is tackled right here. That is a loss. If the Giants ran this play any time in the last 5 years with any other backup quarterback that they had, all of those bums from Glennon, Colt McCoy, list goes on. That is a 6-yard loss, and then you're looking at you're punting on your own 22. I mean, it fucking sucks he got hurt, man, because with how injury prone Daniel Dimes is, this is a great route. I think this is how they would get Kadarius Toney involved earlier in the year. And then, right after that, did he get the first down? I don't know. Whatever, 3rd and 7. Escapability, getting downfield, and unfortunately, I think it's a little bit, rust maybe? I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like, not too many live game environments because honestly, he kind of falls awkwardly to begin with, right? Like, or he's just going in like this, but I think Tyrod Taylor knows, however long he's been in the league, like, kind of get your ass kicked. But it's unfortunate that that's how his series of plays went. Over to 0 yards, 1 interception that wasn't, I don't really fault him for it, and a concussion. Like, just an insane, electric, crazy amount of plays. I hope he's feeling better. I mean, he got his absolute clock clean there. And then you have the Giants panicking on the sideline, Surprised they didn't kind of burn a timeout or something with the injury. Maybe like and figure out what they were going to do, or if they even had another quarterback, which they don't. So they bring in the Wildcat. They go to the Wildcat, and you have Danny Dimes has the headset on, so he could call the plays. So they put him at the top of the screen after he calls the plays. And then you got Saquon here, Gary Brightwell, and Matt Breida. So let's see what happens. And Matt Breida turns up for like a 12, 13-yard gain. Everyone's pumped up. Let's get a little bit
of the 25. He'll hand it off to Gary Brightwell, who gets tackled from
Daniel
behind.
Dimes handing it off for chance for the field goal to make it 18 to, or 20 to 12, and then
from the 25-yard line, drive begins with a toss to Khalil Herbert.
Student body. You know, this is honestly, this is a play. This is a play the last few years that always kills the Giants. I think Chase Edmonds had like 3 touchdowns against us when he was on the Cardinals or whatever. Just on that one play.
Herbert.
3rd and 2, nothing there. Dexter Lawrence making plays, getting big. The other big guys played pretty well too with, you know, Leonard Williams being out. They really missed him against the Cowboys. Obviously, I guess it's a different offensive line. And then here's a major problem. So Richie James fumbles earlier, and instead of just fair catching this, like he's got 10 yards, but he's afraid that he's going to fumble it. Or I guess he's just misplayed it, but this is this is the NFL. If you don't fair catch it, you're screwed. And then 3rd and 9.
There's going to be tight games in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd and 9, Barkley into the arms of
what do you got to do? You're lucky you were even able to get out of your end zone. And then the lefty punter with the long hair kind of doesn't do anything.
Wow. Like that.
Finally has a good punt, and they drop it. And that's what happens when, you know, teams aren't good. But hey, the 2-1 Bears are 2-1. They beat the 49ers, who had a nice win last night versus the Rams. And then the Giants are able to make them take their use their timeouts, run the clock all the way down, use our timeout, 37-yarder. And then Graham Gano just doinks it. I mean, and then I think coming up here, you have one of the craziest plays. The Bears are like, all right, time for the annexation of Puerto Rico. Let's go. This play felt like it was an hour. Like, it was wild to watch. You know, like, honestly, I think the Bears actually did a pretty good job, all things considered. Like, for this one, I got caught on like a punt, and then you got to get the offensive lineman above the fall and do the up chuck like that. This is just hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, and then the lineman wasn't going to get tackled, and then they get it back. This is crazy. And then that kind of, I think, ends it. But the annexation of Puerto Rico, there you have it. The Giants move to 3-1, coming up to play the Packers in London this Saturday morning, 9:30 a.m. So there you have it. That was the Average Bob Week 4 review. So we'll jump in next time.